Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome to Sargent Central, the site of tonight's Region 1 Division B boys basketball contest between the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos and the Sargent County Bulldogs. We'll be right back with our pregame show you are watching here on yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live. The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Data shows that half of the pills seized off the street by law enforcement contain a lethal dose of fentanyl. You never know when you might find yourself in the middle of an emergency. Why not be the reason a life can be saved? Narcan provides a safe and easy way to reverse the effects of an opioid in just minutes. You can pick up your Narcan today for free at your local public health office.
This message is brought to you by your local public health unit.
Want to welcome you in to our Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. Stock Growers Bank is your small town bank and big time partner. With the Stock Growers mobile app, experience banking at your fingertips anytime, anywhere. Bank near so you can go far with Stock Growers Bank. Joining me here in the Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth, I am Nick Furch, joined by my cameraman Jackson Christensen. And we've got an exciting matchup here tonight as 2 Region 1 foes square off here early on in this season. This is actually the season opener for the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos. Sargent County coming off of the loss last Friday to Valley City. So taking a look ahead here of this early season matchup. First, let's take a look at the visitors on the scoreboard, the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos. As we mentioned, first game of the season for the Lobos. They are going to be without their junior guard, number 22, Colby Field, just here in this one. So it will be interesting to see exactly how head coach Rod Kramer wants to utilize the squad here early on in the season. You're going to see a good healthy mix of upperclassmen in the starting rotation, but it's going to be past that point once you get down to the bench area for the Lobos, where you're going to start to see a lot of that youth, a lot of underclassmen are expected to be playing off the bench here for the Lobos in this one. As for the Sargent County Bulldogs, have a little bit of a sample size for them, although it be very, very small, as they had the contest on Friday night over in North Sargent. That game was against the Valley City Highliners. In that game, the half ended tied at 31 all, and kind of felt like through the first quarter and a half, almost the full first half, Sargent County was in control of that game, but the Highliners came out of the second half and put on quite a shooting exhibition, and Sargent County seemed to find a lull towards the end of the third, beginning of the fourth quarter, and were just unable to crawl their way out of that one. 76-66 was the final of that game. So for head coach Ryan Weber, one of the big areas of focus coming off of that game on Friday is, hey, how are we going to be able to adjust on the defensive side of the basketball? For Sargent County, they are a squad that usually likes to pride themselves on more of a grinded out, low-scoring affair, especially trying to keep the defense or keep their defensive effort at a much higher clip, keeping the opponent's offense at a minimum. So the 76 points that the Highliners were able to get on Friday, not something that head coach Ryan Weber is going to want to see repeated here this evening. We'll step aside and we'll be right back with more pregame coverage here. You're watching on yourliveevent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
At Dickey Marion Insurance Agency, they offer high-quality products and services to their customers with a wide range of coverages from home and auto, farm and crop, and various types of commercial policies. Dickey Marion Insurance Agency is locally owned and operated and has been in business since 1974. Get in contact with Jesse Mastenbrook or Abby Hansen for the small-town service you deserve by going online to DickeyMarionINS.com or call 701-669-2330.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Get in touch with David Bergerman today at 701-724-6252.
Want to welcome you back into our Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. Real quick before we send it down to the floor for the starting lineups, let's take a look at some of the players to watch here in this contest. First, let's look at the visitors on the scoreboard, the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos. First, we will start off with the two seniors in the starting lineup for the Lobos, the senior guard, number 10, Avery Kramer, and senior forward, number 14, Gunnar Thielgis. For those two gentlemen, plenty of varsity experience. Expect to see high volume shooting from Avery Kramer, more of a slashing style guard, as Gunnar Thielgis going to be much more of a low post forward, trying to get his points as close to the bucket as possible. As for Sargent County, their senior point guard, number 0, Jace Fury, scored 18 points in the season's first contest last Friday. Expect to see more shooting out of him, as well as the two freshmen coming off the bench for the Bulldogs, Eli Olson and Hans Hansen. Expect to see heavy contributions from those two, maybe not exactly in the scores column, but for sure in the effort category. That'll do it for our pregame coverage. We will be right back with the starting lineups you're watching here on yourliveevent.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. Download the app to make refilling your prescriptions more convenient. And with winter here, stop in and stock up on hand and foot warmers. LaMoure Drugstore has rechargeable heated gear and gifts for everyone in the family. Don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products. Located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more, go to LaMoureDrugstore.com, LaMoureDrugstore.com, or stop in and check us out.
LaMoure Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Head to LaMoure Hardware for in-store deals on Milwaukee tools and check out the new M18 Hot Shot Card Jumper Pack. And when you purchase certain Milwaukee M12 tools, receive a 2-amp battery for free. Plus, browse their Sweet Pickins section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. LaMoure Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go online to LaMoureHardware.com. That's LaMoureHardware.com.
All right, we are just about ready for the starting lineups here from the floor in the Sargent Central Activity Center. Let's take a look first at the starters on the scoreboard for the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos. The senior guard, number 10, Avery Kramer. The junior forward, number 3, Mason Workin. Another junior forward, number 5, Cody Briggs. A 6-foot senior forward, number 14, Gunnar Thielgis. And the center for the Lobos is the 6'1 junior, number 34, Preston Arndt. The Lobos are coached by head coach Rod Kramer. And now we'll take a look at the starting lineup for the Sargent County Bulldogs. First, we'll take a look at the sophomore guard, the sophomore number 31, Cole Feary. A senior guard, number 0, Jace Feary. A junior guard, number 3, Tristan Peterson. The junior forward, number 5, Andrew Yago. And the center for the Bulldogs here tonight is the junior, number 55, Kyle Potts. Head coach for Sargent County is Ryan Weber. The starting lineups are set. Opening tip just about to get underway for the first time here in Sargent Central in nearly 5 seasons. We're going to be getting the action going here momentarily. It looks like Tristan Peterson and Preston Arndt are going to be the ones to tip us off here. As we are set for action. Making sure everybody is legally set around the center circle. And the Lobos have won the opening tip. Mason Workin gets it now short side here to Gunnar Thielgis. More of a 1-2-2 style zone. Thielgis now to Kramer, back to Thielgis. Kick out now, 3-point jumper here from Workin off the mark. Good strong board there by Cole Feary. Sargent County now with their first possession here of this one. Far side is Jace Feary, gets it now to Kyle Potts. More of a man-to-man style. Cole Feary short on the 3. Fighting for the board is Yago, and Briggs, and they're going to say last touch there by Cody Briggs. So good hustle there by Andrew Yago, trying to keep that possession alive here for Sargent County. Dribble handoff. This is Peterson now to Potts. Potts fakes the handoff, gets it now to Fury. Fury kind of caught in between moves there, and he's going to be called for a travel. Good job there by Mason Workin, as he was the on-ball defender there on Cole Fury. Field just now gets the inbound pass. Guarded full court, picked up here by Cole Fury, breaking him down, able to get all the way into the lane before he gets it to Workin. Now Briggs is going to get called for a travel. Same thing, kind of caught in between dribble drive moves, as a pair of travels on back-to-back possessions here for both squads. As we are about a minute gone here in the first quarter of play. And we're going to have, I believe, a moving screen called on number 55, Kyle Potts. As that's going to be the first one called here on Potts' first team foul here in the opening quarter. Working far side, guarded by Peterson. Running over is Fury, swings it cross side now to Theelgis. Theelgis back to Workin. Working on Fury. Kicks out to Briggs, his corner three left short. Potts comes down with the board, gets it now to Peterson. Swings it near side to Jace Fury to brother Cole. His three-pointer is good. And that'll get the scoring started here, as a Fury to Fury connection gets the scoring started in quarter number one. Theelgis dribble drive, left hand all the way to the rack floater. Up and no good. Offensive rebound there by Arndt, no good, tries to save it, and gathered there by Cole Fury. So Preston Arndt had a pretty good look. Peterson now his corner three, little off the mark, as Workin comes down with the board, looking to push, going near side. Kicks out now to Theelgis. Theelgis, he'll take the three-point jumper, this one off the mark. Fury again with the board. And Fury quick dribbled it there, so I had to get it ahead to Peterson before he brings it back up the floor. Good screen and roll. Unable to get to it, though, is Potts. Yago now back to Fury. Yago, his three-point shot, no good. Cole Fury, good offensive board. Ripped away there by Avery Kramer, as good job there by Cole Fury coming in to get the offensive rebound, but even better defensive effort there by Kramer to get a possession back for the Lobos. Kramer now his dribble drive, kicks it near side to Workin. Workin gets the screen from Arndt. Switched on him now is Yago. Theelgis far side. And he's going to dribble it near side. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Almost stolen there. 5 left. And Workin's going to have to hoist. Gets it now to Theelgis. And we're going to have a foul called before the shot clock violation, as Peterson bails out Theelgis there, going for the big swing on that block attempt. So that foul on Peterson is going to send Gunnar Theelgis to the line. And first free throw off the mark for the senior Theelgis. Second free throw upcoming here for Theelgis off the mark. Yago coming down with the board. Lobos still scoreless here, almost halfway through quarter number one. Bulldogs still only with the one score. And once again, we're going to have a Fury connection as Jace gets it to Cole. And Cole has all 5 points here so far in the first half of quarter number one. Good full court press effort here. Makes it difficult, having to take 7 seconds to cross the floor. This is Workin, his three-point jumper off the mark. Arndt and Yago fighting for it. Saves it now to Kramer. Stolen away by Jace, gathered by Cole. Peterson now gets it back to Cole Fury. Down low to Yago. Good seal there by Yago, but that's one where Yago, you're going to want to take that left hand, and we're going to have a foul called on the rebounding effort. Loose ball foul called on Cody Briggs. His first, team's first. Good look down low on the steal by Yago, just unable to convert. Cole gets it to Yago, elbow. Kicks out to Jace. Jace now to Peterson, just inside near the elbow, and shot no good. Officially under the halfway moment here of the first quarter. Briggs, Arndt, his three-point jumper off the mark. Nobody for Sargent County goes for the rebound, and that ball did not touch rim, so shot clock still sitting here at 15 seconds now for the Lobos, still looking for their first points here of quarter number one. Kramer gets it now to Fieldjus in the corner. Good job by Fury, able to bottle him up down low to Potts, and that's going to be a foul there on Kyle Potts. As once again, Sargent County is going to be bailing out the Lobos with little to no time left on the shot clock. And with that, we're going to have a TV timeout. This timeout brought to you by Bank North. We'll step aside as Sargent County leads 5, Lobos 0.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Once again, that timeout is brought to you by Bank North. Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what value-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank today. So 5-0 the score here in quarter number one, about 3.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. All 5 points courtesy of Cole Fury on 2 assists from older brother Jace, as the Lobos still looking for their first points here on today's contest. The last foul before we had break was on Kyle Potts. That was his second, team's third. So Potts will likely be sitting here for the remainder of at least the first quarter. A couple substitutions for the Bulldogs, as that inbound pass was not touched, so even though it went out of bounds near the Lobo bench, it'll go all the way back down underneath the Lobos basket. But the substitutions, we have the senior number 2, Logan Bope, and freshman number 23, Hans Hansen, on the floor here for Coach Weber and the Bulldogs. Fury walking it up the floor, gets it now to Peterson. Peterson, backdoor cut to Fury, and Cole Fury just unable to handle it. Steele just comes away with it. He's looking to push, kicks it out now to Kramer. 3-point jumper here for Kramer, off the mark, as Jace Fury gets it now to Cole. Cole to Hansen in the corner. His 3-point jumper off the mark, no good. Rebound handle there by Cody Briggs. Up ahead now to Workin, and Workin's going to draw the foul. He'll go to the line now for a pair of free throws, as that foul is going to be called on number 23, Hans Hansen, his first, team's 4th. So Sargent County already with 4 team fouls. Any foul beyond this point will be bonus free throws for the Lobos for the remainder of the quarter. As the first free throw there for Mason Workin off the mark. And again, empty trip here from the free throw line are the Lobos, as Fury comes away with the board. I think Arndt was the one who initially poked it away, made a little bit of an effort. Good fancy dribble move there by Fury off of the screen from Bope. Good defensive effort there by Arndt. And field just left alone is Bope, and Bope just rushed the layup there. And we're going to have a foul here. And depends on who they call it on. This could be a foul. No, they're going to say that was just on Logan Bope. So his first, but that is the team's 5th. So as we mentioned, we're going to have free throws for the remainder of the quarter. And fouls were an issue for Sargent County on Friday, as the Highliners had many free throw opportunities, and we're finally going to see the Lobos in the scoring column there as Cody Briggs nails the first of 2 free throws. Second one upcoming. And 1 for 2 on that trip is Cody Briggs. So opportunity here for Sargent County. Tried to get one to fall as Hansen steps into the three-pointer. That one off the mark. Good open look there, but good strong board by Workin as he's bringing it now up the floor. Gets it to Thielgis, out to Kramer, back now to Workin, top of the key. Near side here is Arndt. Arndt dribble drive, hacked there by Bope, and that's going to be second foul on Bope as now Preston Arndt will go to the line for a pair of free throws. So first free throw upcoming here for the junior center for the Lobos. And that one is up and good. Andrew Yago coming back in for the Bulldogs for the first time here. For the first time here this evening, we're going to have the freshman number 22, Eli Olson. Second free throw upcoming here for Arndt. And 2 for 2 on that trip. So 3 for 8 right now in 3 for 8 in the corner from the charity stripe are the Lobos. Still unable to connect from the floor, but that's going to be a travel call on Sargent County. So despite still looking for field goal number 1, 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter, Lobos have a chance to tie this up or even take a lead. As up ahead now, this is Kramer. And good trap there from Hansen and Olsen. Drive there by Briggs. Ball being tipped around. Arndt finally coming down with the offensive rebound. Kramer gets it now to Working, guarded by Jace Fury. And almost stolen there by Peterson. Gonna have to recover. Working with the three-point jumper off the mark. Offensive rebound for Kramer. Working. Fresh shot clock now as, again, Peterson looked to make an effort to go for that one. Looks like Lobo's going to slow this one down and get set. As Arndt, good pick and roll action. Arndt all the way to the rack and another offensive rebound. Still fighting for it was Kramer coming flying in, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Sargent County. Great effort there on the offensive boards for the Lobos. As we're going to have a quick timeout called here by Sargent County, and we'll take time with them as they lead 5-3, minute remaining in quarter number 1.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
5-3 the score here in Sargent County, leading over LaMoure-Litchville Marion. The 5 points for Sargent County all coming from Cole Fury. As free throw is the only way that the Lobos have scored, as Hansen boots that one off the foot there, and 61 seconds remaining. Lobos with the possession. Full court effort here. Up ahead now, this is Kramer. Far side corner, this is Arndt. His three-point jumper off the mark. Jace Fury coming down with the board. About 15-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Fury, good pass to Olsen, and Olsen gets the contact, and he will go to the line now for a couple of free throws. Foul is going to be calling there on number 3, Mason Workin, his first, team's second. Freshman Eli Olsen to the line for a pair of free throws. As first free throw up and no good. And that one rattles its way in. So Eli Olson gets the first points for Sargent County in quite some time. If you're Sargent County, don't want to foul here this far away from the basket. About 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Coach Kramer saying that, hey, we're going to try and settle for the final shot best we can. Peterson's got to be careful. He's got one foul. Doesn't want to send the Lobos to the line, plus picking up a second foul. 15 left on the game clock. Dribble drive action here. Theolgis beats Peterson, kicks it out. Oh, good find down there to Briggs, and maybe got away with some contact there, and we're going to have a double dribble there on Peterson. Thought that maybe Hansen got away with some contact there down low on Briggs, but still a chance here for the Lobos to tie this up before going into our second quarter. 2.9 remaining on the game clock. Pops up. This is Steelgis. His three-point jumper is off the mark, and hard contact there right at the buzzer between Briggs and Yago. But that'll do it through one quarter of play. Sargent County leads 6, Lobos 3. We'll step aside and we'll be right back with Region 1 Division B boys basketball action on yourliveevent.com.
The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education success for the students. Dollars for Scholars chapters help hometown students achieve their educational goals by raising scholarship funds, establishing endowments, and more. For more information, scan the QR code on screen or stop by the Sargent Central School District. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Riker Tyler.
Want to welcome you back into our Stock Growers Bank broadcast booth. I'm Nick Furch, joined by my cameraman Jackson Christian, saying through one quarter of play, Sargent County Bulldogs lead the Lobos 6-3. Looking at the first quarter of action, the Bulldogs defense played much better, much more of what Coach Weber wants to see out of his squad, not giving up a single made basket from the floor. However, the Lobos' 3 points did come off of free throws, so fouls were a concern for Sargent County in that first quarter. Now for the Bulldogs, how are they going to translate their solid defensive effort into some points on the offensive side? They've seemed out of sorts so far this evening, as all the way to the bucket there is Kramer, and that's going to be the first points here for the Lobos from the floor, coming from Avery Kramer. Potts up top now, tries to get it to Fury, picked off there by Theolgis. Theolgis goes storming ahead, and Theolgis scoring. So Lobos, it took them a while to get that first field goal, but it didn't take them much longer to get their second. 2 quick buckets out of the intermission. As Potts up now to Fury, to Jace near side. His three-point jumper no good. Potts gets the offensive rebound, gets it now to Yago. Back to Potts, his corner three up off the mark. Yago able to get a fingertip on it, but Briggs gets it to Theolgis, up ahead to Kramer. And Kramer too strong there on the layup. Briggs, his layup no good, gets his own miss, and almost able to get the and one opportunity is Cody Briggs, as Peterson's going to pick up his second foul, team's first in quarter number 2. So Potts, Peterson, and Bope each with 2 fouls for Sargent County, as Hans Hansen going to check in for Peterson. Second free throw upcoming here for Cody Briggs. And another 1-for-2 trip there by Cody Briggs. He's 2 for 4 from the charity stripe here in our first half of play. Fury goes all the way to the rack, and unable to finish is Jace Fury. Coming down with the board is Theolgis, and he's looking to push. And Cole Fury able to strip it from behind, as he waits for Yago to come storming through the floor, and we're going to have a foul called there on Cody Briggs, as Yago came screaming down the floor and just unable to convert on the layup, so instead he will go to the line now to shoot a pair of free throws. First free throw for Yago. Up and good. First substitution here on the evening for the Lobos. This is going to be number 20, the sophomore forward, Vance Waldy. Second free throw for Yago, up and good. So Yago with 2, Fury with 5, Olsen the other point for Sargent County. We're tied here at 8 all. Kramer, dribble handoff action now to Waldy, back to Kramer. Coming down low is Arndt, and Arndt unable to finish. Good strong board there by Kyle Potts. Cole Fury looking to push. And he's able to go right past the Lobos, but unable to convert as Waldy comes down now with the board, gets it ahead over to Workin. Field just now with the ball, setting up the offense at the top of the arc, guarded by Cole Fury. Arndt, good screen, good roll, and able to finish there is Preston Arndt. That's the second time we've seen that ball screen action between Fieldgis and Arndt. This time, Preston able to convert. Hansen tries to break down Kramer, and we're going to have this called on the floor as Avery Kramer is going to pick up the foul. I believe that's going to be his first. Yes, it is. His first, team second in quarter number 2. Good move there by Hansen to get past Kramer, and Fury now top of the arc, and that's going to be a 2-point bucket for Fury, but he now has 7. All those points assisted by his brother Jace. As tied up now at 10. Again, expect to see more of that ball screen action with Arndt. This time Kramer was the ball handler. Yago pokes it away from Waldy. Got to be careful, though, if you're Yago. Don't want to draw the foul. About 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. More ball screen action this time. Potts and Arndt are going to exchange. Working, and we're going to have an offensive foul called here as Cole Fury steps in front of the driving Mason Workin and draws the charge. Second foul there on Workin, as that's going to negate the made basket. We're tied here at 10 all. That was an area that Cole Fury excelled at last year as a freshman, getting some varsity time, drawing many offensive fouls as the mid-range jumper by Fury no good, and we're going to have a foul called on the offensive rebound effort by Potts. Potts and Weber both wanted the call to be a shooting foul, but official down low, Landon Peel, a member of the Enderlin Umpires Association, he only makes the correct call as he disagreed, and Hansen gets it in off of the inbound. Cole Fury steps into the three-point shot. This one too strong. Field just coming down with the board. Now he's looking to push. Gets it to Kramer in the corner, dribble drive, and this time we're going to have a block called on Fury as he's a little bit slow getting to cut off the baseline. So that foul on Fury going to be his first, team second. Waldy inbounds it now to Workin. Up top now, this is Kramer over to Thielgis. Looking for Arndt down low, working on Potts. Arndt, and he's able to get that one to go. 6 points now for Preston Arndt. Physical play down low there for the junior forward. Working on Potts. Left alone is Potts from the top of the key and unable to finish. Thielgis again pulling down the rebound for LaMoure as Fury gets out of position. 3-point shot here from Waldy. No good. Potts with the board. Up ahead now, this is Cole. Gets it now to Potts. Backdoor find to Hansen, and Hansen kicks out now to Fury. Fury, and he tried to get it to Hansen. Hansen started to make his way up the floor, so that ball is going to sail out of play. We've got a timeout here on the floor as the Lobos lead Sargent County 12-10. We'll be right back. You are watching on yourliveevent.com.
Teens are faced with tough decisions all the time, and parents aren't always there when it happens. But that doesn't mean they can't influence their kids to make the right choice, because making that right choice is easier when the wrong one isn't an option. When your teen faces peer pressure, what you give them access to can make all the difference. This message is brought to you by your local public health unit.
12-10, the score here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, as the Lobos with 9 points here so far in quarter number 2 after only getting 3 points all from the charity stripe back in quarter number 1. 4 made field goals in the second quarter compared to just the 1 made field goal for Sargent County. As we mentioned during our pregame show, the defensive effort is what Coach Weber really wanted to focus on, and after giving up 31 first half points last week to Valley City, he's got to like the 12 points so far, but the 10 points on his side is definitely not what you want if you're Sargent County. Already 1 game in your pocket, the first game here on the season for the Lobos. Kramer gets it to Arndt. Arndt, his jumper, a little bit strong, bounces off of Diley's head. Carson Diley checking in there during that break. Cole Fury now gets it to Diley. Diley gets the screen, down low to Bope. Bope unable to handle it, tries to adjust, unable to do so. Field just coming down with another board. Gunnar Fieldjus, no one stops him, kicks it out to Kramer. Kramer's dribble drive, kick to Waldy, back to Fieldjus. Far side corner 3, gonna be too strong there as Fury, Jace Fury that is, coming down with the board. Gets it now to Hansen. Hansen left alone. Diley, his 3-point jumper is good. Carson Diley into the game off the bench and hits the triple as the Bulldogs back in the lead, 13-12, about 2 minutes remaining here in our first half of play. Kramer far side looking to get a screen from Arndt, gets it now instead to Fieldjus, and Fieldjus tried to get it to a cutting Kramer. Good tip. I think that was Hansen who got the tip. Out to Diley again. Corner 3 from Diley. This time left short. He follows his own miss, and he's going to draw the foul, or he's going to pick up the foul there as Diley tried to rebound his own miss. Fieldjus bringing it up the floor here for the Lobos. Kind of a soft full court pickup there from Cole Fury. Dribble handoff, Kramer. Back to Fieldjus, gets the screen now to Arndt. Kramer. Trying to get it down low to Arndt. And switch back now is Bope on to Arndt. 3-point shot here from Workin is good. Mason Workin able to answer with a 3 of his own. Lobos back ahead now, 15-13. Hansen. Cole gets Fieldjus in the air. No foul call, gets his own miss, and this time we're going to have a foul called on the floor, and that's going to send Cole to the line for a pair of free throws. As that put the Lobos in the bonus. The first time we're seeing Cole Fury at the charity stripe. That foul was called on Gunnar Fieldjus, his second. So first free throw upcoming here for the sophomore Fury, up and good. Checking in for the Lobos is the 6'2 freshman, number 35, Owen Delabar, as Gunnar Fieldjus will take a seat. Second free throw upcoming here for Fury, looking to tie this one up. And he is able to do so, so we're tied up 15 all. 9 points for Cole Fury, leading all scorers up to this point. Preston Arndt has 6. The other scorer, the leading scorer for his team, Arndt. And we're going to have an offensive foul called on Preston Arndt again. Cole Fury, the one who is going to draw the foul, as the offensive foul call will not send Sargent County to the line, but that is going to be the first foul on Arndt, as he lowered his shoulder there, and that's usually going to draw a foul every time, as Bope unable to finish. Good defensive recovery there by, I believe that was Mason Workin, the main defensive effort. But a second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bulldogs do have a foul to give. So if they want to, they could take one, and now they just turn the shot clock off, as Arndt throws that one nearly off the shot clock, and he kind of looks over like, yeah, that was a little strong there on my part. And I think officials are going to discuss whether or not that was deflected. And Coach Kramer is upset with the call, as Sargent County now with a chance to finish the half with a chance to take the lead. Cole Fury, his jumper at the buzzer is good. And Cole Fury having himself an opening half here, as Sargent County takes the lead going into the halftime break. 18-15, Cole Fury with 12 of the 18 points for Sargent County. We will step aside and we will be right back with coverage here on our David Bergman Agency Farmers Union halftime show. You are watching Division B Region 1 boys basketball on yourliveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search Your Live Event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability. Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is proud to announce its new partnership with AP Select Seed by AgriPartners. AP Select offers the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans. They're a family-owned company that believes in fair pricing along with unmatched customer support that makes them truly better by choice. Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top-growing spring wheat in North Dakota last year. Contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at andersonseedfarms.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live. The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
18-15 the score here at halftime from the Sargent Central Activity Center, as the 3-point bucket at the buzzer for Cole Fury is what helped Sargent County reclaim the lead going into halftime. I want to welcome you into our Farmers Union David Bergman Agency halftime show. Your headquarters for home, auto, life, farm and ranch, business, crop, and health insurance. Not all products are underwritten by Farmers Union Insurance. Call 701-724-6252. Looking at the first half of play, the Lobos offense was slow to start. Noel made field goals in the first quarter of play, but right away, the start of that second quarter, 2 quick field goals by Fieldgis and Kramer got the scoring action going for the Lobos, and they were doing fairly well there throughout, but it was not until kind of the last little bit of time there where Cole Fury was able to add a couple of free throws, and eventually that 3-point bucket to break the tie and help Sargent County reclaim their lead of 3 points going into the half. As for that offensive effort for the Lobos starting to pick up in the second quarter, Coach Weber definitely going to want to see that begin to translate for his team, as it's really been all Cole Fury, and that's about it. He's got 12 of his team's 18 points, where the scoring is a little more is dispersed a little bit better there for the Lobos. Leading scorer is Preston Arndt with 6. Fieldgis, Kramer, and Cody Briggs each with 2, and a 3-point bucket from Mason Workin making up the scoring for the Lobos. Carson Diley was able to add a 3. Andrew Yago a pair of free throws, and Eli Olson 1 of 2 from the free throw line to make up the scoring for Sargent County. We'll step aside and we'll be right back on our Farmers Union Insurance halftime show. Sargent County leading 18-15.
Data shows that half of the pills seized off the street by law enforcement contain a lethal dose of fentanyl. You never know when you might find yourself in the middle of an emergency. Why not be the reason a life can be saved? Narcan provides a safe and easy way to reverse the effects of an opioid in just minutes. You can pick up your Narcan today for free at your local public health office.
This message is brought to you by your local public health unit.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
At Dickey Marion Insurance Agency, they offer high-quality products and services to their customers with a wide range of coverages from home and auto, farm and crop, and various types of commercial policies. Dickey Marion Insurance Agency is locally owned and operated and has been in business since 1974. Get in contact with Jesse Mastenbrook or Abby Hansen for the small-town service you deserve by going online to DickeyMarionINS.com or call 701-669-2330.
18-15 the score here at halftime. Let's take a look at some scores going on from around the area, as some other teams are also starting off their season here tonight. And not just the Lobos, but other teams around Region 1. Taking a look at the game being played over in Napoleon between Napoleon, Gackle, Streeter, Imperials, and Barnes County North Bison. Barnes County leads 33-16 at halftime. Sargent County fans, that's the next time you're going to see these Bulldogs in action is this Friday against Napoleon Gackle Streeter. We'll talk more about that later on in the contest. LaMoure-Litchville currently trailing to Wilmot, South Dakota, 28-21 at halftime. And have yet to see anything from the Strasburg-Zeeland-Enderlin game. Those are the only other Region 1 teams in action here tonight. Try and update you more as we get time here throughout the evening. So about 90 seconds now before we tip off our second half of play. And you know, if you are Coach Kramer and the Lobos, I would expect to see more of an effort to try and get the ball down low. Preston Arndt has definitely shown that he is the stronger, more physical player down low, and especially with the foul trouble that Sargent County was facing, mainly in that second quarter, but you know, still going to translate over here to the second half. Expect to see a more concerted effort to try and get the ball down low to Arndt, but then also on that dribble drive action there from Fieldgis, playing with that physicality down low. And if you're Sargent County, not only do you want to get that offense going, but you also need to start to work on the boards just a little bit more, as it seemed like many opportunities for second chance points were given to the Lobos, or at least earned there by the Lobos in that first half. So coming out of the halftime break, it seems as if both teams are going to be starting the same way as they did in the first half. Mason Workin, Cody Briggs, Avery Kramer, Gunnar Fieldgis, and Preston Arndt on the floor for the Lobos. Jace Feary, Tristan Peterson, Andrew Yago, Cole Feary, and Kyle Potts on the floor for the Bulldogs. And Feary unable to get that one to go. He seems to be a little bit hobbled underneath. A advantage for the Lobos. Floater there from Fieldgis, up and good. Getting the scoring started in the second half for the Lobos. I expect to see a substitution here at the next break for Cole Feary, as he's trying to work through. Maybe came down on a foot there. He twisted the ankle a little bit. Yago gets it to Feary, now to Jace, far side corner. He starts to work it around, kicks it to Cole. Peterson to Jace. Jace all the way to the rack. They're going to call a foul here on the floor, and it appears as if that's going to be called on Fieldgis, as Diley is going to sub in for Feary. Hopefully he is able to come back, as that foul on Fieldgis is his third. So Fieldgis will take a seat back into the game. For him is Vance Waldy. So that's going to be a story to follow here in the second half. Potts got it back to Feary before he was able to reestablish himself in bounds. So out of bounds call there on Feary. But that's going to be a story to follow here in this second half. Is, you know, at what point does Coach Kramer put Fieldgis back out on the floor? Trailing here just by one are the Lobos. Minute gone in the second half. Feary picking up Kramer. Kramer dribble drive, kick to Briggs in the corner. Up top now to Workin. This is Kramer. Seems to be a 2-3 zone being played by Sargent County. Or maybe more of a matchup zone. We're going to have a kick ball. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. I believe this should put it up to 20 seconds. One of the rare 20-second resets. Not one you see too often. So 20 seconds on the shot clock, as Briggs gets it now to Kramer, far or near side here to Waldy. Down low to Briggs, working on Yago, back out to Waldy. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, through the hands of Arndt, but right to Workin, who goes at Peterson. Briggs steps into the left-hand three, off the mark, fighting for the board. Arndt goes skying up, right-hand hook shot, no good. Briggs comes down with the board, and this time able to convert is Cody Briggs, and the Lobos now with the lead, 18-19. Diley, 2 pots, down low to Fury. Fury dribbles it back out, and we're going to have a offensive foul called here on Fury as he extended his arm, and that was definitely a foul. And Kramer added a little bit of the theatrics, but I think nonetheless, as soon as you see that arm start to extend out from Fury, that's one that you have to call regardless. So into the game is Owen Delabar. He checked in for Waldy. That foul on Fury is his first. Kramer now to Briggs, out to Delabar. Delabar back up top now to Kramer. Swing pass near side here to Briggs. His take goes right at Diley, and Diley's going to be called for his second foul. So Briggs now to the line for a pair of free throws, 2 for 4 in the first half. Made one and missed one both times that he went to the line in the first half, hoping to not repeat it here on this second free throw attempt. Second free throw upcoming here for Cody Briggs. And we're going to have a lane violation. I think they're calling that on Cody Briggs. So 20-18, Lobos lead. Sargent County led 18-15, still looking for their first points here of the second half. Potts hands it off to Fury. And Fury unable to get that one to go, as Fury still looking for his first points, as he was able to score 18 in the contest on Friday. Kramer spin around jumper, no good. Delabar comes down with the offensive rebound, swings up top now to Briggs. Chance for the Lobos to set up their offense. Delabar gets it in the short corner, up top now to Kramer. His dribble drive, pull up jumper off the mark. And Yago is going to be called for the foul, as the Lobos continuing to control the boards. And that's one of those where, you know, this is only a 2-point game, but the way that the Lobos have played on the glass, that's going to be something that is going to keep them here in the game, as Fury picks off the inbound. His floater, no good. Still searching for his first points, as we're going to have, I believe, a jump ball. Yes, we are going to have a jump ball. I saw the arm go up. Just wanted to make sure that they weren't calling a foul. Inbound here, this is working, and Yago gonna get called for the foul, and just like that, just over 3 minutes into the third quarter, and Bulldogs do not have a foul to give, and this was much of the story in the game on Friday, was free throws and foul trouble helping the Highliners come away with a victory. Lobos hoping to repeat that action here in Sargent Central. Arndt again, good solid pick and roll, but Workin steps into the three. Delabar fighting for the board, saves it down low to Briggs, and Briggs unable to get that one to go. Delabar gets the miss, and Delabar with the score. Fury. And once again, I mean, like the theatrics or not, as soon as you drop that shoulder, that's going to be an offensive foul, as Fury gets called for his second offensive foul in this second half. We've got a timeout called by the Bulldogs, and we'll take time with them as the Lobos lead in this one. 22, Sargent County 18. You're watching on your live event PregameBrandSports.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
22-18 the score here is Lobos 7-0 in the second half. Bulldogs still looking to buy a basket as their leading scorer, Cole Fury, went out with a rolled ankle. It appears as if he is going to be coming back into the game here off of the Bank North timeout. It's going to be Lobo basketball after that offensive foul by Fury. Working, gets it now to Kramer, far side swing to Briggs, and Briggs, an offensive rebound by Arndt, or excuse me, that was Delabar with another offensive rebound and another putback. So Lobos 9-0 Fury, three-point shot is good. Appeared as if maybe that foot was on the line, but Fury adding his third triple on the night. And Arndt goes all the way to the rack. Delabar again comes down with an offensive rebound. And this time we'll go to the line for a pair of free throws. The freshman Owen Delabar with a solid performance here on the offensive glass. Not giving up and giving his team second chance opportunities. His first opportunity from the free throw line is up and no good. Chance to make it a two-score game here for Delabar. Second free throw is up off the glass, no good. Peterson comes down with the board. Gets it ahead to Hansen. Hansen. Good pickup there by Briggs. And we're going to have a blocking foul called here on Briggs. So he's also going to help him up on the floor. So that foul on Briggs. I think they meant to put 5 on the player spot. Shouldn't just be the second team foul for the Lobos as they got that fixed. Yeah, I believe that foul is going to be the third for Briggs. So Briggs and Thielgis with 3 fouls. Cole Fury now with the inbound. Down low to Olsen, and we're going to have a foul called there on Olsen as they're saying that he had kind of hooked the defender there. I wasn't able to see how he got the positioning, but nonetheless, we got a full court press effort. Working. Kramer stolen there by Peterson. Peterson got to waits for Fury to reestablish. Cross-court skip to Hansen. His three-point shot, no good. Olsen comes down with the board. Tried to get it to a slashing Hansen. No good. Tipped by Peterson. Once again, loose ball. Of course, Delabar is going to come down with it. Nonchalant move there by Workin to let Peterson go through, but unable to nail the three as Cole Fury gathers the board, slows it down, instead goes for the dribble drive, slow take, and Fury doing a great job there, taking slow steps. He'll go to the line now for a pair of free throws. That foul on Preston Arndt is his second, team's third. 2 for 2 in the first half was Cole Fury. Second free throw upcoming here for Fury. And this one connects, so 16 points now for Cole Fury. He's got 16 of 22, only 4 points in the half. as Kramer up ahead now, tipped from Workin's pass. I think it was tipped by Olsen. So good effort there by Sargent County. At least took some time off of that shot clock, making a little uncomfortable for the Lobos. I believe this is kind of a 1-2-2, maybe a 1-3-1. Not exactly sure what kind of zone. Looks right now to be a 2-3 zone, as the Bulldogs have really tried to confuse the Lobos, at least on the defensive effort. Up top now, this is Briggs. Up top, Peterson, not sure if he tipped it. There must be saying that he did. Shot clock down to 5. Bulldogs, you don't want to foul, as Arndt clears out Fury, and Cole Fury comes down with the board, and now we're going to have a foul, and they're going to call that on Preston Arndt, as that's going to be the 4th team foul. They showed 35 on the board. I thought they called that on Arndt, but as of right now, it appears as if Delabar is going to get called, and Fury tries to slash his way through. And Arndt, not really the one that you want carrying the ball up the floor, finally gets it to a guard in Workin. 2-3 zone being played now. Minute 40 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Defense has picked up Arndt, and no call there. There was a deflection. 3-point jumper from Workin, no good. Olsen comes down with the board, gets it head now to Cole Fury. Cole goes right at Workin, and Cole Fury is going to draw the foul. He'll go to the line now for a pair of free throws. So that foul on Workin is going to be his 3rd. First free throw from Fury, off the mark. Logan Boat checking back in for Sargent County, as Hans Hansen will take a seat. Second free throw upcoming here for Fury. And that one is up and good. Lead cut down now to just 1, 24-23. Still trying to get the inbound, and going to have a timeout called here by Coach Kramer. Just a quick timeout. So we will keep it here. This timeout is brought to you by Bank North. Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations. To see what value-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank today. So Cole Fury went out very early in the 3rd quarter. Appeared to twist his ankle a little bit, and offense went stagnant for Sargent County, and since he has come back on the floor, he has all 5 of the second half points for the Bulldogs. As for the Lobos, it's been the offensive rebounds that have helped them get their scoring, as players like Owen Delabar have put in a great effort down low to not only get put back scores, he has 2 of them, but also the ability to keep the ball alive and get extra possessions, whether they're empty or not. Those are ones that are going to pay off in the long run. Good job there by Olsen to cut off Workin down the sideline. As Workin now going to slow it down, 2-3 zone coming out of the full court pressure. Briggs. And Peterson goes fighting for it. Got to be careful there if you're Peterson, and yep, that's going to be a call on Peterson. That's going to send Workin to the line for a pair of free throws. As good initial effort there by Peterson, but the continued loose ball scrum is what is going to send Mason Workin to the line. Second trip to the line for Workin. He had 2 free throw attempts in the first half, 0 for 2 on that trip. We'll see what this trip does for the junior Workin. First one off the mark. Arndt and Delabar, the two Lobos down low. We'll see how Sargent County handles those two players, as we're going to have a made free throw there by Workin, so don't get an opportunity to see. Down low, this is Peterson, and Peterson gets himself in the scoring column. And, of course, who's the one who passed it to him? It was Fury. Kramer all the way to the rack. Good effort there by Olsen. Olsen able to save it, kind of throws it over his shoulder to Peterson. Cole Fury now, and that's going to be a carry for Cole Fury, as the slight hesitation move is going to draw that call. So 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock. No fouls to give for either squad, tied up here at 25 all. Briggs thought about the three, dribble drive, and Peterson could have gotten called. That's usually one of those where as soon as you swat, it's dangerous, and good job there by Eli Olsen running the floor. Two bigs for Sargent County, the ones who contributed on that one, and Sargent County reclaims the lead here, 27-25. Looking for the final shot. This is Workin, now picked up by Peterson. 10 seconds left on the game clock. Looking for a shot here is the Lobos. Workin, his shot, no good. Of course, Delabar comes down with it, but unable to get a shot off is Owen Delabar, as an exciting third quarter of action ends with Sargent County leading this 27-25, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter. You are watching here on YourLiveEvent.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Get in touch with David Bergerman today at 701-724-6252.
27-25, the fourth quarter just about to get underway here, as this early Region 1 matchup is as exciting as they come, especially for just the beginning of the season. Reminder, this is the first game for the Lobos, and the Bulldogs making them fight for it, but have to give kudos to the Lobos coming out playing tough like this here in game number one. So Jace Fury still looking for his first points, as Cole Fury has 17 for Sargent County. Potts didn't play much in that third quarter. Cole almost loses it, gathered by Potts, and Potts tries to pass it to Fury, and that's going to be an over-the-back call. So good defensive effort there by the Lobos at the start of this final quarter of play, forcing the first turnover. Kramer, good quick ball movement. Thiel just checking back in, playing with those three fouls. Mason Workin, his three-point shot, no good. Preston Arndt with another offensive board. This is Thiel just now top of the key, gets it to Workin far side. Thiel just back to Workin. Workin thought about it. Swings to Kramer. Better three-point shot from Kramer off the mark. Another offensive board here, this time for Cody Briggs off the mark. Yago comes down with it, as Bo somehow able to get it to Potts. Poked away there by Kramer. Gathered by Preston Arndt. Poked away by Cole Fury. Cole gets it to Potts. Jace gets it now to Cole. Cole's going to slow this thing down. That's the screen from Bope. Gets it to Jace in the corner. Jace tries to feed it to Bope. Good effort there by Thielgis. Playing recovery defense. 90 seconds gone in quarter number 4. Kramer up to Thielgis. Thielgis dribble drive, floater, and that's going to be an and one there for Gunnar Thielgis, as he steps in front, or as Cole Fury steps in front of him and unable to land cleanly was Theelgis, and that's going to draw the foul. A foul on Cole Fury is his second, so free throw here from Theelgis. Off the mark, another offensive board for Preston Arndt. Another offensive board, this time from Gunnar Theelgis, and one opportunity is missed, but he'll go back to the line. Is Gunnar Theelgis. As Coach Weber is just beside himself down there on the Bulldogs bench with all these second chance opportunities for the Lobos, as that free throw up and no good. Eli Olson coming in for Kyle Potts. Second free throw upcoming here for Theelgis. No good. Boxed out there by Yago. He gets the board. Jace far side. Jace. Good on-ball defense here by the Lobos as Briggs gets switched on to him. Almost thrown away, and it is thrown away there by Cole Fury. I think he was trying to get it to Yago, who started to cut towards the basket. So two quick turnovers, or three quick turnovers, excuse me, in this fourth quarter for Sargent County. Swing pass, or skip pass that is, Arndt. And we've got a foul called again on the Bulldogs, and this one I believe will be called on Logan Bope. That's going to be his third. So Arndt with 6 points, all coming in the first half. 2 for 2 from the free throw line in the first half, and Rattles in and out. I believe I said Rattles in and out. Rattles in and is good. So Lobos reclaim the lead here, 28-27. Second free throw upcoming here for Arndt. And 4 for 4 from the charity stripe is Preston Arndt. Lobos leading now by 2. Cole Fury with 17 points. He leads all scorers as Fury spins and drives baseline. Bope inside to Cole Fury. Left hand finish, no good by Cole Fury. Who coming down with the board is Workin. And we're going to have an offensive foul call there on Workin. And that was about as obvious of an offensive foul as you're going to get, much to the chagrin of the Lobo faithful. So that foul on Workin is his fourth. So Theelgis with 3, Workin with 4. Sargent County's foul situation is just as grim. We've seen a couple more players playing off the bench as Peterson. Olson almost pushes it off. Fury, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Peterson, deep three-point bucket is good! Tristan Peterson gets Sargent County back ahead with the deep 3. This is ahead now to Kramer. Kramer gets to Theelgis here at the half-court mark. Lobos looking to slow this one down. Workin, Theelgis, back to Workin. Theelgis. Kramer, his three-point shot, tries to answer, unable to do so. Fury comes down with the board. Cole Fury gets it now to Peterson. Peterson, dribble handoff, and we're going to have a timeout called here near side by Coach Weber. This timeout brought to you by Bank North. We will take time with them as Sargent County leads 30, Lobos 29.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
30-29, Sargent County leading over the Lobos. First game of the season for the Lobos, trying to pick up win number 1. Sargent County with a loss in game number 1 to Valley City, looking to pick up a win here at home. The lone game they're going to play here in Sargent Central this season, hoping to go 1-0. As Carson Diley checked in there at the break. You've got Diley, Peterson, Cole, and Jace, Fury, and Olson on the floor for Sargent County. Fury's got it near side. Peterson. Guarded by Arndt. Gets it now to Diley. Diley's floater kind of thrown up there. Rebound gathered by Thielgis. Thielgis doing a good job there on the boards as well. Working his three-point shot is good. Mason working now with his second triple. He's got 7 for the Lobos. I believe that is the leading scorer for LaMoure-Litchville Marion. Down low, this is Olson. Olson trying to go baseline, and we're going to have a block called as Arndt was trying to defend Olson, and that foul on Arndt is going to be his 3rd. So 2 team fouls for the Lobos, 3 for Sargent County. Peterson, free throw jumper, up and good. So 7 points here in the second half for Tristan Peterson. Those are all of his points here in this game. As Briggs almost took some steps before he got that ball down, and Arndt almost got 2 open as we've got a travel call there on Olson as he got just a moment ahead of him there, as that's going to be a turnover for Sargent County after what had been a pretty good defensive stop. So tied here at 32 all. Working with the ball, gets it now to Thielgis. Wants a screen. Peterson got to be careful. 1 foul to give if you're Sargent County. 2 puts the Lobos at the line for the remainder of the quarter. This is now to Workin. Pass fake, gets it now to Thielgis. Thielgis splits the double. Up and no good. Peterson comes down with the board. Cole Fury, his dribble drive goes right at the defender, and that's going to be another bucket there for Cole. He's got 19 for Sargent County as they lead 34-32. Kramer, cross side find Arndt, and Arndt very calmly gets that one to go. He's got 10. He's in double digits now for the Lobos. Fury is driving. Finally, Jace Fury finds himself in the scoring column for the Bulldogs. Steele just tries to split the double, loses a dribble, able to maintain possession as Weber wanted to keep the pressure on there as the final seconds before a 10-second violation. We're starting to take away. Working again from 3. This time no good as Peterson skies up and gets the board. Good effort there by Tristan Peterson, trying to keep the Lobos from any more second chance opportunities. Cole Fury looking to direct. He's being guarded by Mason Workin. This is Jace now. His step through. Floater. Good defense there by Kramer, able to defend without fouling. A Fury double team, and before the pass, we've got a timeout called. As the Bank North timeout called by the Lobos. This is going to be a full timeout, so we'll take time with them. As with a minute 44 remaining in the fourth quarter, Sargent County leads 36-34.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
36-34, the score here from the Sargent Central Activity Center. Bulldogs leading. Both these teams will be back in action on Friday, as the Lobos will be hosting the Richland Colts on Friday before hosting Lisbon on Monday. As for Sargent County, they are going to be playing over in Napoleon as part of a boys-girls doubleheader. Our game will start after the conclusion of the girls contest, starting at about 6 for the girls, so about 7:30-ish for the boys contest over in Napoleon. But before that, we got to see what kind of conclusion we have in this one, as Thielgis gets it now to Warkin. Just a 2-point game. Still foul to give for Sargent County, as Warkin goes right at Peterson. Back to Warkin. Now in the corner. This is Briggs. His baseline take. No good. Fighting for the board is Thielgis, and he gets it. Deep three here from Kramer off the mark. Gets his own miss. And Kramer is going to draw the foul there on Cole Fury. And Avery Kramer going to go to the line now for a chance to tie this one up. So 4 fouls here on Cole Fury. And if you're Coach Weber, you got to try and think he's one of your more aggressive on-ball defenders, but he's also been your leading scorer here this evening. As the first free throw here from Kramer, no good. As Olsen and Peterson switch down low, so Arndt and Briggs have been an absolute menace on the offensive glass, and they're going to call a kind of a hook foul on Preston Arndt, who does not seem to agree with the call. That's going to be his 4th foul. So 1 foul to give as Fury tries to split the double team, and Kramer comes away with the bucket, and just like that, we are tied up here at 36 with a minute to go here from Sargent Central, as 30-second difference between shot clock and game clock. As the arena has somehow just gone silent here, as the final 40 seconds remain, and we've got a timeout called here by Coach Weber, as that timeout is going to be a full timeout called by Sargent County. So crazy last about 30 seconds here in this one, as a loose ball foul called on Preston Arndt is immediately followed up by a Jace Fury turnover. I believe that was poked away by Gunnar Thielgis. Avery Kramer comes away with it, able to score a layup and tie this one up. And now Sargent County has 11 seconds here on the shot clock to try and take the lead. The Lobos still have 1 foul to give, so if they want, they could take that foul. I do believe, though, just with the difference between shot clock and game clock, with a foul, you have a shot clock reset. That could lead to Sargent County having an opportunity for the final shot. We'll know for sure here once the game clock reappears on our in-town scoreboard. As yes, so there's 41.9 seconds remaining on the game clock. So anything inside of that 35 seconds, you will have a shot clock reset, as well as a last shot possibility for Sargent County. So 11 seconds left on the shot clock. We'll see what Coach Weber has drawn up here in the huddle as he gets it to Fury in the corner. Jace gets it to Cole. Cole with the hot hand here all evening. Cole with 2 seconds left. Turnaround 3-point shot blocked, and we're going to have a shot clock violation called before. Yes, a shot clock violation called before the Lobos officially had control of the ball. So with that, the shot clock's going to be turned off. 29.3 remaining, tied up here at 36. If you're Sargent County, you do not have a foul. Peterson, and before Peterson slides out of bounds, Weber's able to get the timeout called. Now, anytime you dive, your momentum on the initial dive does allow you to slide just a little bit. That's why there was no travel called. Now, if Peterson on that initial dive and slide attempt would have made any sort of additional movement, that's how you get that travel called while you are on the ground. So great effort there defensively by Tristan Peterson. Good effort and hustle there to dive for it. And Sargent County now without a foul, without a timeout in regulation. Now for the Lobos, they do have a foul to give. So if you're Coach Kramer, you're talking to your guys, you're letting them know that you have that foul to give. However, you don't want to commit it while Sargent County is shooting the basketball, and you don't really want to leave it up into the officials' hands of whether or not this was a shooting motion or anything of the sort. So one foul to give, still got to be careful with how you do it. 23.4 seconds remaining as Peterson gets it up top now to Jace Fury. Field just right in his side pocket. As I mentioned, you've got the foul to give, so not exactly a bad idea for Theelgis. And Theelgis slips. 10 seconds remaining on the game clock. Jace Fury gets the screen from Peterson. Fall-away jumper from Jace Fury. Off the mark. Carson Diley is good with the putback effort. And Carson Diley has helped the Sargent County Bulldogs take the lead here. As we've got a timeout called here by the Lobos. So we are going to have some time put back on the clock. Now, I would say, okay, they've got it set at 1.8. I was thinking about 2.2 seconds was possibly remaining, but nonetheless, 1.8 seconds remaining on the clock here as we are in what is likely our final Bank North timeout for sure of regulation, but the way that this game's been played, who is to say how this one is going to end? So yes, they just put more time on, 2.4 seconds remaining. So as I mentioned, I thought it was maybe 2.2. They settled with 2.4. Now, unlike in the NBA, I'm not exactly sure college, but I know for sure NBA timeout in this type of situation, you get the ball advanced. Not how that works here in high school. So the Lobos will have to try and get the ball down the court, full court action. Most likely have to settle for some sort of three-point shot. If you're the Bulldogs, you don't have a foul to give. So you absolutely have to defend without fouling. Even though the Lobos haven't exactly lit the world on fire with their effort here at the charity stripe here, especially in this fourth quarter, 2-for-7 as the only made free throws coming from Preston Arndt in this fourth quarter. So Carson Diley hoping to be the hero for the Bulldogs here and pick up win number 1 on the season, as we will see who the trigger man's going to be, as it's going to be Mason Workin. As Workin can run the sideline. Theelgis, deep pass. Theelgis, his three-point heave is going to be off of the shot clock. I believe they should put another couple tenths of a second on the clock, because as soon as the ball makes contact with something that is out of play, that should put some time on. Now, a couple of fans there on the far side want the game to be over. So we'll see what they decide to put on the clock. 0.6 seconds, I believe. Yes, 0.6. So catch and shoot opportunity for the Lobos if they do somehow come away with a steal. Heave. And they're going to say that was deflected. And that'll do it as Carson Diley able to finish the game with a putback layup with 2.4 seconds remaining on the clock. And that'll do it as Sargent County wins in exciting fashion here, 38-36 at home against the LaMoure-Litchville Marion Lobos. We will step aside, and we will be back with our post-game coverage here. You'll hear from our Enbridge player of the game here in just a moment. We'll be right back on yourliveevent.com.
The friendly staff at LaMoure Drugstore reminds you, from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at LaMoure Drugstore. Download the app to make refilling your prescriptions more convenient. And with winter here, stop in and stock up on hand and foot warmers. LaMoure Drugstore has rechargeable heated gear and gifts for everyone in the family. Don't forget to shop the monthly sale flyer for OTC products. Located in the center of LaMoure in the Bank North Mall. For more, go to LaMourDrugstore.com, LaMourDrugstore.com, or stop in and check us out.
LaMoure Hardware carries your everyday items for plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Head to LaMoure Hardware for in-store deals on Milwaukee tools and check out the new M18 Hot Shot Card Jumper Pack. And when you purchase certain Milwaukee M12 tools, receive a 2-amp battery for free. Plus, browse their sweet pickings section. You'll see brand new furniture and decor. LaMoure Hardware is your community one-stop shop. For more information, go online to LaMourehardware.com. That's LaMourehardware.com.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
I am joined now by our Enbridge player of the game, Cole Feary. And Cole, what can you say about the effort that your team had here this evening?
Oh, we did very good. We should have. Can you repeat the question?
Yes, what can you say about the effort and energy that your team played with here all evening long?
We definitely brought the energy. We had some rough patches, but we fought through it.
So one of the parts when we talk about the rough patches is offensively not exactly a strong shooting night for you guys. What were you able to do to kind of keep your team going here, finishing with 19 of your team's 38?
Getting to the line definitely helped me. Making them think that I was going to the hoop was definitely getting me open at the three more, and I made my shots.
Absolutely. Now, as the game's coming down to the line, you're tied up at 36. Missed shot, put back made there by your teammate Carson Diley. What can you say about that final play and how Diley was able to be kind of Johnny on the spot?
I mean, he worked his butt off to get to that spot, and then I don't know where he got the hops from, but it sure helped us.
Absolutely. Now, picking up the first victory here on the season, 1-1, first two games, right? What does your team have to do here as the early parts of the season move on? What do you guys have to do to be one of the top teams in Region 1?
Make sure to play good defense and get in shape.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the win. Our Enbridge player of the game, Cole Feary, will step aside, and we'll be right back with more post-game coverage here on yourliveevent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education success for the students. Dollars for Scholars chapters help hometown students achieve their educational goals by raising scholarship funds, establishing endowments, and more. For more information, scan the QR code on screen or stop by the Sargent Central School District. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Riker Tyler.
Teens are faced with tough decisions all the time, and parents aren't always there when it happens. But that doesn't mean they can't influence their kids to make the right choice, because making that right choice is easier when the wrong one isn't an option. When your teen faces peer pressure, what you give them access to can make all the difference. This message is brought to you by your local public health unit.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
I'm joined now by the head coach of the Sargent County Bulldogs, Ryan Weber. Hey, Coach, we talked before the game about how defensively you wanted to play a much better game. How about keeping the Lobos to 36? How do you feel about the defensive effort your team had?
I like it. We got to box out a little bit better going forward. But you know, when we started to speed them up in the second half, we got into our press, and I think that's what really changed the momentum. They didn't want that kind of game. They wanted to slow it down. But you know, holding the team to 36, that's pretty good. We always got a hand in the shooter's face. You know, it's good. It's good to hold a team like that. It's good to get out of here with one.
Yeah, absolutely. Picking up first win on the season. Lone game here on your old home court here in Sargent Central, picking up that win. What does it mean for this team just to be able to pick up a win here early on in the season?
You know, I know they've been feeling a lot of pressure and stress. We played really well against Valley City, and I think that just kind of amped it up. I think I saw a team learn how to win this evening. They stuck with it when things kind of went to crap there for a little bit. They fought back. They stayed within reach. And that's good to see a team do. It's good to see these guys finally get one to win on one of these close games. It's really nice to see.
You know, you had a great effort from your sophomore guard, Cole Fury, but, man, what can you say about that final effort there off the bench from Carson Diley, able to be kind of Johnny on the spot with that putback?
It's great. You know, when we can pull a guy off the bench and not miss a beat like that. Carson has been putting in a lot of work. He's a junior coming off the bench. When he comes on, he brings a lot of energy, right spot, right time, and gosh, you know, put it right back in. I thought he was going to dunk it, get up there and throw one down, but, you know, he just wanted to lay it in like that, make sure he got the points.
You know, his teammate Cole did just say prior that he didn't know where he got the hops from, but nonetheless able to finish. So you've got one more game now before the winter break. What do you guys have to do here before that winter holiday to kind of get yourself rolling here early on?
Yeah, we got to clean some things up for sure. Too many turnovers again tonight. We didn't box out like we should. You know, we're not a team that has a really big kid down low. So we got to be pretty fundamental when it comes to boxing guys out. So we'll be working on that, and then we traveled on the polling. I want to see some of the stuff we get to put in this week translate onto the court for sure.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on win number 1 on the season for head coach Ryan Weber and the Sargent County Bulldogs. We'll step aside and we'll finish up our post-game coverage here on yourliveevent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Once again, I want to thank head coach Ryan Weber for talking with us, finishing up the coverage here. Want to thank our Enbridge player of the game, Cole Fury. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Cole Fury, the Enbridge player of the game. And our Agassi Precision Ag play of the game. Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Agassi Precision Ag is located in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com for more information. Our Agassi Precision Ag play of the game is the winning play of the game from junior Carson Diley. He had a 3 back in the first half and able to get the putback layup to finish up the contest. in this one and helping Sargent County to victory. That'll do it for our post-game coverage here from Sargent Central. Make sure you head over to yourliveevent.com for all information on upcoming contests. The Lobos will be hosting Richland on Friday and the Lisbon Broncos on Monday. And Sargent County will be heading out to Napoleon on Friday. But if you didn't get enough of Sargent County and LaMoure-Litchville, Marion, Lobo basketball tonight, the girls are in action on Thursday. That game, I believe, is going to be played over in North Sargent, but home game for Sargent County Bulldogs. First home game for the Sargent County Bulldogs girls basketball team. They'll take on the Lobos on Thursday. We'll be back with coverage in that contest. I want to thank you all for tuning in here this evening. One last time, Jackson Christensen behind the camera. I'm Nick Furch. Enjoy the rest of your evening.